I'm on a mission this year to get rid of my entire yarn stash. I'm not going to buy any yarn until I get rid of all of it. But even though I crochet projects off my TBC, I crochet for 24 hours, I have still not gotten rid of a singular skein of yarn. But today, I'm pivoting. I'm taking a new approach. I went through my yarn stash and I found the color that I have the most skeins of yarn in. And I am going to be trying to get rid of at least 2 skeins of yarn in that color. Blue. Go Williams.
Blue going on.
This is all the blue yarn that I have. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure I have another skein of these two. But this is the stockpile. Ooh, lighting. But this is the pile of yarn that I'm going to be attempting to get rid of. And I already have my first project idea and my only project idea for this video. If you watch F1, you probably know this meme, but if you don't, I'm explaining. It's this hamster, and the one I'm most familiar with is the one that is like, go Williams. But they have other teams, like other teams put like their hat on a hamster and blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to be doing the Williams one because one, Alex Albon is one of my favorite drivers and Williams is blue. My first step is to find, I just knocked so much of the yarn off. But my first step is to find a pattern of a crochet hamster, or at least a picture of a crochet hamster. I tried to a couple of days ago, but I really couldn't find anything. So hopefully I do today. Hamsters are oddly shaped. They're not fully circular. Like they have a little bit of a snout. I don't know how to describe it, but they kind of go like, or am I thinking of guinea pigs? But they go like, the shape is like that. And then they got the body, and then yeah. Crochet hamster. And I'm searching on Pinterest, of course, because Google is low-key, high-key, useless for things like this. Okay, I found the pattern. I'll pop it up, and I'm gonna be using these 2 skeins of yarn. I know this isn't blue, but I'm not doing everything. It doesn't have to be all blue, as long as it has blue in it, and it's gonna have blue in it. And this is the closest blue I have to the Williams blue. They actually changed their blue this year, so it's pretty accurate. But let's get started. This pattern is no sew, which means no weaving in the ends. Very excited about that. Here's a question for you, because she just said something that made me think of it. Do you put your stitch marker in the first stitch of the row or the last stitch? I put mine in the last stitch because I find it's more helpful than putting it in the first stitch. Like if I put it in the first stitch, most of the time I forget about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Okay. I'm probably gonna date this video by saying this, but there's actually an F1 race this weekend. It's Suzuka. I am planning to watch it. Practice 2 was today. I have not watched either practices, but I'm planning to. And also, but I don't really watch practice 1. I watch practice 2. I watch qualifying. I watch the race. And if it's a sprint weekend, sometimes I might not watch one of the practices, but most of the time I do watch at least one practice. But Kimmy got his first win last week. Not last week, week before last. Y'all, I literally said last year, I was like, Kim is gonna get his first. I was like, I think he's gonna get his first win next year. I don't think it's gonna be this year. I think it's gonna be next year. And it is this year. He's my favorite rookie. Not my favorite driver, although Lewis. But I was very, very happy to see that. I was very late to the news though, because I didn't watch the race till later, but it didn't tamper my excitement. But I'm also excited to see that the Ferraris are doing better this year. I definitely thought they were not. After last year, I was like, ooh. But last year was when I started liking them. It was when I started liking F1 in general, for real. But last year I was started to like Ferrari and Mercedes, and so now this year them those two being like in the fight for the constructors. Well, it's only been 3 races, but them being like, you know, heads. No, it hasn't been 3 races. It's been 2 races, but them being like head to head right now in the drivers championship. I'm very excited to see my top 2 teams fighting for first. Not happy to see Williams doing whatever that is they're doing. It surprises me because I thought, you know, they were like, oh, we're gonna start working on our car first, our car for 2026 and these new regulations, and that's what y'all got. I don't know, guys. It's not looking like P6. Were they P5 or P6 this year? It's looking like P9. Am I getting a tan? I feel like, or maybe it's just my camera settings being weird, but I feel like my skin. Oh, summer is on the way, y'all. Summer is on. Oh, I forgot to put the stitch marker in.
1 single crochet in the next stitch. It is time for second practice in Japan.
Lord, Alex is turned around. Oh, it wasn't his fault. Never mind. You see it? You can't really tell because of how bright the light is on this side. But yeah, these are the ears, these are the feet, and then it's just gonna, it's got that shape. See that hamster shape? Y'all can see it now. And it's just gonna extend here, and then more feet, and I'm gonna put the hat on top. Do I know how I'm gonna make the hat? No. But now I have to put the eyes on in between rows 2 and 3. So here and here. Ugh, this is the worst part, bruh. This is with the small ones.
Loads of different things, so power units, clutches, hydraulics, all going wrong.
Okay, the eyes are in. I don't care if they're not completely even or if they look a little off. It was difficult enough to get them looking like this. Go Williams. This is so dumb, but it's finished at least. The hat and the W is a little crooked, but that just adds to the charm. If I make this again, which I do, I want to make like a Ferrari one and a Mercedes one. The hat will definitely be shorter because this is sticking off quite a bit. I will probably make the bill a little bit longer or put the hat forward more, and then obviously I would have felt instead of just the yarn. It looks fine, but there's less room for error with felt. But yeah, here's my first project done. Obviously it didn't use a lot of yarn, and it definitely didn't use a lot of blue yarn, but hopefully my next projects will. I don't know what my next projects will be. I'm gonna figure that out, but first I need to eat because I'm hungry, very, very, very hungry. Then I have like editing and homework to do, so I probably won't see y'all again until the middle of the night, but it'll be like 2 seconds for y'all. It's a few days later and I'm working on my next blue project. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm trying to wear my most blue shirts for this video. Not really feasible though because I don't have fully blue shirts. Anyway, my next project is going to be, I've already started it with these, making these solid granny squares, and it's going to be a garden bag slash whimsy bag, except whimsy, saying whimsy bag low-key goes against my morals. Proper grammar is whimsical. But I don't really have a specific one that I'm modeling off of. I just have like a rough design in my head. I'll probably sketch it out so that I can pop a picture up So y'all can see what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna have, it's gonna be 9 of these squares, and then for the center square it's gonna be a spiral granny square with this yarn and this yarn. Okay, and then this yarn is gonna go around the strap of the bag, and it's gonna be ruffles. It's gonna be very closely modeled off of this crochet bag that I have. I actually get so, every time I wear this bag I get a compliment on it. Every single time. Like, actually, you know what, I'll say 90% of the time, but like I literally got a compliment on it today when I was at the mall. Somebody was like, the girl making my boba, she was like, did you make that or did you buy it from somebody? I was like, no, I made it and blah 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 blah. But yeah, this bag gives me lots of compliments. Maybe I need to, like, I don't know, promote it or something, or make TikToks about it, because I never really did. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm going to be making right now. I know y'all have already seen this, but I'm gonna show it off again. The whale that I made, the like eye thingies are a little bit, they don't line up completely. I wish I had been able to stuff this more, but I ran out of stuffing. If I had been able to stuff it more, it would have been better though, because like if I do this, it kind of it keeps that shape, and it's not supposed to do that. But yeah, here's my whale. But I do know I'm going to continue to work on this project today, because I haven't been able to the last few days because I've been studying for my 2 tests, and I'm finally done with them. Oh, 2 extremely hard tests for my hardest class in a row. That was not fun. At the beginning of the week, no less. I was listening to What Can I Do by Ty Tribbett, and a part came on where it's like, I can't breathe without you. But it's the part with the like the heavy drums, and it was raining really, really hard, and I'm just in my car. I almost swerved off the road. This semester. But anyway, on a more chipper note, I get to crochet finally. I mentioned going to Hobby Lobby, and when I went, I got 2 polyfill bags, and also, there they are, I got these silver buttons and these white buttons. I'm gonna make like a Coraline octopus because it's blue, and I also want to get rid of this yarn. The thing is, it's not a lot. It's in that awkward stage where you don't know if you're gonna be playing yarn chicken or not, but I'm assuming I probably am. So it's gonna be kind of a small Coraline octopus. Let's get started. At the beginning of the video, I said that I should have started with red because it's the beginning color of the rainbow, so it makes more sense. But I actually think blue better encapsulates my mood for the past 3 weeks. Like, it's just been one thing on top of another, and most of them are things I cannot control the outcome of, which is a reality I've never had problem accepting. It's like being a student, I don't know, it's just that, like, the regular college stuff, the professors who refuse to do the things that they're being hired to do. Like, why are you telling me to email you with questions if you're not gonna answer my questions when I email you? And it takes everything in me not to be passive aggressive when I'm sending yet another email to the same professor who never responds to my emails, but is always saying, email me with no, but like, I love being a student. It's so fun. Okay, I just finished making all the squares. I only ended up making 4 more because that gives me a total of 8, and I'm gonna have 2 center spiral squares, so I just need to make those. And now I'm debating, this is how much yarn I have left, and now I'm debating whether or not I'm gonna make this a full size granny square bag or if I'm gonna just leave it at purse size. I think I'm gonna make both the spirals because those use up a lot of yarn. They use like, well, yeah, they don't use up a lot of yarn, but like they pull from both sides of the skein. So I'm gonna make those 2 spiral squares, and then I'm gonna like see like what the size of the strap. I'm gonna make the strap. Okay, I'm gonna make the strap. Even though that means I'm gonna have to like sew it on later on, but like I'm gonna make the strap. I'm gonna start the strap at least. I'm gonna start the strap, and if it's looking like it's not gonna use the rest of this yarn up, then I'm gonna make 3 more squares and just make it a full size bag.
Camera on here. Also, I have my laptop right in front of me.
Okay, wait. I think I'm actually gonna use more than 2 colors for this. I think I'm gonna do 3, cause I looked up blue characters because I like making things inspired by characters, and blueberry muffin came up on Pinterest when I searched up blue characters. So I decided literally 5 seconds ago that I was gonna make this bag based off her design. So I'm going to incorporate green into the design as well. So I think I'm gonna do this blue, the dark blue, green, and white. Yes. And I'm also gonna make like this like square that's like green and white striped, and I'm gonna sew it onto the bag with like to make it look like a patch. I literally just thought of that 3 seconds ago. Sometimes I have the thought that I look like an anime character. This is even more proof of that. Like, this is Deku's entire hairstyle. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, even further proof Deku is blazing, I guess. It is the next day. Well, the next night, really. As y'all saw earlier today, I was working on the Coraline octopus. It's not an octopus, it's a squid, which means I only have to make 3. I don't like holding it like that. Which means I only have to make 3 more legs, which I'm grateful for, because this is how much yarn I have left, which may or may not be enough to make 3 legs. Back to the bag though. As y'all can see, I went with the like purse arrangement of granny squares. I didn't make more, and I just sewed these up together last night. It took forever, but it's done. And today I'm going to make the straps. Hopefully I can get done with the strap in like an hour, but we're gonna see. Okay, I look extremely red, but I can't really change that. It's just the lighting. Here, the base of the bag is finished. I'm done with the straps. This is how much yarn left I have in the screen. I did not finish it with the straps, but I'm planning to go back and like go in between here, because when I was doing the straps I did it. I'm planning to go back in between here and do like a single crochet trim. I might make a bow. I might make a blueberry charm. I am gonna make a blueberry charm out of this for this bag. So there's a couple things I can do to get rid of the scheme, but no more crocheting for tonight because my shoulder hurts. I'm just gonna weave in all the ends, then go to sleep. And I will also finish this tomorrow. If you're wondering why I have a band-aid on my cheek, I just felt like looking like Nelly today. Also, I have a cut right there, so. It's a couple days after that last clip I recorded, and I am finally done with the bag. I finished the front part last night, but then I was also extremely tired after I finished it, And then I tripped and almost like brained myself on my yarn truck. So I was just like, no, I'm gonna just handle the back in the morning. In the morning, sun's gonna, yeah. Anyway, so it's time for the reveal and also a recap of all the projects I finished in this video. This is the final product of the bag, inspired by Blueberry Muffin. You see the ruffles. I added purple because she does have like purple in her design, and also I felt like there needed to be some other color to like break up all the blue. There's little daisy flowers, the swirl, polka dots because she has polka dots on her shirt, the patch with the little fake sew, and then this is the back. Pretty basic, but also still decorated. This is what it looks like on. Obviously my arm covers some of it, but yeah. And I actually am planning on sewing a lining inside this bag because I just feel like it would just do really well with a lining, like a blueberry patterned fabric for the lining. That's also why I didn't weave in these ends. I'm just gonna like glue them down, and then obviously when I sew the lining it'll be there. Yeah, and these have little like flowers on the end. And then I also made this bookmark to go with it because if you know Blueberry Muffin, if you've watched Strawberry Shortcake, you know she loves her books. So I made a bookmark. Then I finished weaving in all the ends though. And then I did end up finishing the Coraline squid. I made the ears really big because without the ears it looks very strange. So I wanted to make sure the ears were huge. And then my second project of the video was this whale. And the first project, it seems like I made this project so long ago, but it really was just like last week. It was this Williams hamster plush. So I made 5 projects in this video thumbnail, and I got rid of 2 skeins of yarn. I got rid of all the navy plush yarn. I have this much left, and there's nothing I can do with this. Like there's no project that this will make, so it's just going to be used as stuffing because it's scrap yarn. And I also got rid of this light blue yarn. This is all I have left from that skein, and that was like half a skein, so I used it. I was them polka dots and them flowers, like I was like, I have to get rid of this yarn. So yeah, I would say that this is a very successful video. So maybe like crocheting in one color is what I need to do to get rid of my yarn stash. I'm very happy with this video. I'm happy with all the projects. I like everything that I made. I especially like this bag, even though it took me forever. I still really like it. I hope y'all also really liked these projects. If you did, comment down below which one was your favorite, and also like this video, and I will see y'all next time.